Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen, to East Lansing, Michigan, here from the Jack Breslin Student Events Center. Have no mistake, ladies and gentlemen, you know there is only one person they can have on play-by-play for this game. I am Jason J.K. Candell, joined alongside the basketball savant himself, Mr. Sniper J, here for a Big Ten matchup between the Michigan State Spartans and the Penn State Nittany Lions. These two teams come into this game with two very, very different entries. Penn State has lost 4 in a row. Michigan State, 1. as I was saying, ladies and gentlemen, welcome in to the Jack Breslin Student Event Center here in East Lansing, Michigan. I am your pilot for this game, Jason J.K. Candell, joined alongside Sniper J. MSU coming in red hot. Penn State, not so much. Sniper J, what's the key to victory for the home team Spartans here?
Before we get into the keys of the game, JK, I think it's very important for us to get out the starting lineups, and I think I'm going to let you do that one for us here tonight.
Definitely. For Michigan State, we got Malcolm Chamberlain down low, Jai Edge and Jadrian Elliott, the sharpshooter. In the backcourt, Devontae Millsaps and Caden Randolph round things out. And for Penn State, we got Seven Logan Gar and Nick Beal in the backcourt, Marcus Lofton and Jayon Looney at the forward positions, and the big freshman, Amar Ifua at center. Penn State with a 2-0 lead right now. And they're going right back to Amar Ifua. Wide open three, Penn State. No good rebound, Ifua. Big size advantage. Penn State taking a 4-0 lead here.
And JK, just to answer your question, I'm glad we got those lineups out the way. That could be a thing that slips away from us if we get to talking too much, because we're both basketball savants in our own right. But the key to the game, Michigan State is controlling the paint. And as we see early on, Penn State is making an effort to get the ball in the paint, and they're looking to attack Chamberlain in the post. So I think if Michigan State can control the paint today, they'll come out with this game no problem.
Definitely Michigan State, bad turnover. B shut out. You're about a minute to change here. They're going right back to Jai Edge. Edge. Go right back inside. Malcolm Chamberlain is going to impose himself down low. Takes advantage of the mismatch with 6'9" Marcus Lofton. Sniper J, this is a Michigan State team that's got a lot of talent. Like we mentioned, they won 4 in a row. But they beat Maryland by 29 points in their last outing. Not an impressive feat, or pretty impressive feat, I should say, for a team that has Cooper Kingy Cross right back. 16 now.
Absolutely, JK. I mean, anytime you can win against Maryland, who's been a steady team this season by over double digit, it bodes well for your confidence and seeding in Hoops area, right? This Michigan State is going to make a tournament, and now they're playing for it to be in that conference title game, and they're also playing for the best seed possible in Hoops area. Anytime you can have a resume builder like Maryland and plus 20 points, that always goes well for the seeding in Hoops area.
Aaliyah, shot clock expiring, can't get the shot to go. Rebound Penn State. Cool, corner three for the Nittany Lions. Nylon right there, 9-2 lead for the visiting Nittany Lions. Nick Beal hammers that one home, shooting around 35% from deep on the year. Michigan State finding themselves in a hole early.
It's JK, some would say this is a trap game for this Michigan State team. They're not supposed to lose to this Penn State team, but this Penn State has a lot on the line tonight, knowing that they are a bubble team or trying to approach a bubble team, and they're trying to work their way into these areas. So a big victory against the number 19 team in the land would do the resume some good for these Penn State Nittany Lions.
Michigan State just new the SP rankings. Nick Beal on the move. Can't hammer that one home. Rebound Jai Edge. Former G League Ignite guard. Drawing the matchup from the freshman here. That's going to be the key to this game for Michigan State. What can Jai Edge do in moving the Spartan offense? Leading the team, averaging 15 points per game. Michigan State going to keep getting some things going. Devontae Millsaps makes it a 3-point Spartan deficit.
You know what, JK, I do agree with you. I think Edge is going to be a key for this Michigan State team, but I think they need to settle in and make that paint presence felt first before Jai Edge has the opening lanes to drive and really create for this Michigan State team.
Nick Beal gets his own rebound, cleans up his own mess. Clean up on aisle 3. North Brooklyn, New York native, but MSU not a team to take lightly. Tom Izzo, he's Mr. March. But now it's April. So will MSU have that same magic? Let's find out as they get stripped right there. Caden Randolph gets the ball stolen from him. On the move, jumper Penn State. Right back to Randolph. team. Yeah, they've had some nice wins recently. We talked about that game against Maryland, CKC. They beat Iowa without Lamar and Sherwood. And now they're 5-3 in Big Ten play. They're right at the top of the conference standings. Everyone gets called for the foul. Chamberlain going to the line to shoot two.
Yes, you're right, JK. They're 5-3. They're one game behind first place, and they're in a fight with Michigan, Wisconsin, and Illinois, all for that second place. So Michigan State has no room to drop a game like this against this last place Penn State team. And if they do, they could very well be looking on the outside looking in when it comes to that conference championship game.
Definitely. The Big Ten has kind of been a bit of a murky race this season. We thought it was Iowa's. They lost Sherwood. They haven't won a game since. Maryland has Cooper King Cross, but there's still been a lack of help for him. They've lost back-to-back. And right now at the top, it's been Minnesota with Donald Lafetti, a surprise team. And then Illinois, Michigan State.
Well, yeah, JK there. There's also Purdue at 6-2, and Illinois at 7-3, and Wisconsin at 6-3. But I see what you're saying. The teams that we thought was going to be at the top of this conference has seemed to kind of faded away a little bit, and now we have a lot of new teams in the conference, sitting at the top of the conference and fighting for that covenant championship game. And it's been a big surprise for me. I'm pretty sure it's been a big surprise for you too as well, JK.
Definitely. Well, Michigan State, this is a team that had so much success under Tom Izzo. Shot to go make the 3-team game. But they've had so much success under Tom Izzo. Last year was the first time they missed Hoops-Steria in over 25 years. Talk about the pillar of consistency that's been Michigan State.
Good. JK, I love you. I do. And Michigan State's a good program. But they have never gotten over that hump of winning the national championship. So yes, they've been consistent against Hoops-Steria besides last year. But Tom Izzo has never gotten over the hump and got to the final for the championship game. So when you talk about consistency, they're consistent to a degree.
Well, yeah, the last Final Four, the last quad team made was in 2019. It's not like it's been a long time for him. We had the COVID shortened season. We had some very good MSU teams over the years. They won the national championship back in 2000. Team leads.
Well, let me ask you this, JK. Do you consider Michigan State a blue blood school?
I think they're a tier two school. I think the blue bloods of SimWorld were very clear to me.
Michigan State's got them.
Michigan State does. I would call the blue bloods. There's only 5 or 6. Kansas, Kentucky, Duke, North Carolina, UCLA. Only 6.
Yeah, I see what you mean. Okay, well, I agree with you, JK. Consistency, they have been consistent. If they're not a blue blood in your opinion, then they're doing just fine. I think Michigan State, Tom Izzo has earned the right to be a blue blood school, but they haven't earned the right of that consistency that you claim that they are, because they haven't won. But we could agree to disagree.
And Nick Beal puts the hammer home on that one. Penn State still leads by 5. Big game for Michigan State right now. Looking to keep themselves in that Big Ten title race with Wisconsin, with Purdue, with Minnesota. Through some contact though, Randolph holds behind the Nittany Lions.
Mr. State is going to have to do something with Bill tonight, JK. He's averaging 14.3 points. He's the leading scorer. He is the go-to guy on offense. They might want to send a double team as well if he continues this hot streak early on in the game.
Fadeaway jumper. Penn State gets that one to go. Ashton Sturtevant, 6'9" senior, coming off the bench. Trailing by 7 now. Inside, springs back. Michigan native gets that one to go. Michigan State trailing by 5 here. Nick Beal has another answer to Penn State back up 7 again. They don't have an answer for him. You just said it, Sniper.
They do not. I mean, this Penn State team has come out laser focused and
Nick Beal and Ifua are looking like some good pieces, but Nittany Lions gotta keep building because they have some building blocks, but there's still leaving a little bit to be desired. Jayed goes from the line very first one. Not a good free throw shooter. Only shooting 50% from the line, but makes that first one. Talk about Tom Izzo, 30th season at Michigan State. He's the longest tenured head coach in SimWorld U. You said that MSU's a blue blood, but I just think it's impressive that it's rare to see coaches last 30 seasons in the modern era. With VIL and transfer portal, it's rare to see coaches be able to last as long as
100% with you, and with you lies, since you're such a Michigan State fan, JK, and the world knows it, I ask this question: is it time for Tom Izzo to retire? Like, at what point is his coaching style not working?
I wouldn't say that he's not working. I would say that he's 70 years old and is refusing to adapt as Penn State takes a 7-point lead. He's an old school guy. MSU plays half-court press defense. That's not something you see very often in 2025. Here's some contact. Jayed, another one that doesn't fall for Michigan State. Penn State with a chance to make this a 9 or even 10-point lead here at the Breslin Center. Izzo is not liking what they're seeing right now. Michigan State faithful with a great crowd here. Projected with offensive rebound going right back to Janelle Sturdivant. He's got 4 points on the evening. Point Pleasant, West Virginia native, as Tom Izzo calls timeouts to talk things over with his team. You're watching SimWorld U basketball on CBS. We've talked about Jayed for this Michigan State team, but who's been quiet through this first half Jadrian Elia. Elia leads the Big Ten with 77 threes made, third in SimWorld U. Yet, we've said his name maybe once this entire first half, and not really been a big contributor for MSU in this first half. Projected second-round pick, shooting nearly 45%, over 45% from deep. Not giving MSU the shooting punch they need right now as they trail by 9.
No, they're not. And the reason why he's not able to get open shots and David knock those down like he usually does is because, like I stated at the beginning, the paint presence for Michigan State. They need Chamberlain and Millsap to really command the paint, draw a double team, and kick out to Eno. That way he can have those open shots and make the open threes and give that shooting burst that you speak of, JK, for these Michigan State starters.
Ward gets blocked on the interior shot. Gonna draw the screen from Chamberlain. Trying to direct some traffic. Is the East Lansing native. 6 seconds on the shot clock. Edge looking to make something happen. Doesn't see open to him. Owen drive doesn't matter. Jayed gets the shot to fall.
That was a big time shot over the double team. As we have another timeout by the Nittany Lions, Penn State, and we're going to have to pay some bills here, so we'll see you on the other side of these commercials. Oh, I'm sorry, we're going to stay here, JK.
Giveaway upcoming number of viewers. We're adding a 0 to that number at the end. You got to be present in the chat to win it. Remember, folks, SimWorld, the only place you can see the game, be the game. You know the hashtag. We shouldn't have to remind you at this point. But let's talk, Snake, because we've had a lot of debate about Tom Izzo and his Michigan State team. What about Mike Rhodes? He's a guy that was at VCU, was at Rice. He's got a really good track record building winning programs. And it's impressive for me to see the way that Mike Rhodes has this Penn State team on the right track.
I would disagree. Maybe this Penn State job is a little too much for Mike Rhodes to take on. And we've kind of seen this season. They're 8-14, 2-6 in conference. They've been struggling, JK, and I'm pretty sure that he's going to start to feel the hot seat maybe next year during this season if they're not a winning basketball club. But Penn State is a dynamic school. They think they have to make barriers, and basketball is. They have a great fan base. They expect to win, so it's not going to turn this thing quickly. Penn State to make some changes.
Michigan State threw some contact, can't get it to go. Cade Randolph. Penn State with another chance to extend this lead. Michigan State's struggling right now, and they can't contain Nick Fields. Got 11 early in this one. Defensive lapse for Spartans. Hammering that one home is Jayon Looney, Penn State senior. Not an experience, wasn't recruited by Mike Rhodes at Penn State. He was a product of Micah Shrewsbury, now at Notre Dame. Good shot from Spartans, not the start that MSU was looking for, and that's 2 straight for Jayon Looney. Penn State leads by 11.
Yeah, this is not Michigan State I came to see tonight. This is about the team in the land. I'm not sure who these imposters are, but Michigan might be one call time out, get his troops check. Maybe Michigan State Spartans come out here. Maybe
that's another corner triple.
Definitely a good second half.
7-0 run for the Nittany Lions. 7-0 run for Penn State. All 7 courtesy of Jayon Looney, who nailed that corner 3. Penn State rolling right now, and Michigan State is struggling to keep up. They trail by 14 with 8 minutes to play in this first half. Another missed shot for MSU. Has not been their night so far. Nick Field threw some contact. Finally, one doesn't go for Michigan State catches a break. They have not been able to capitalize on the offensive end. Penn State man-to-man defense is suffocating. Will Sampson, another one.
They have underestimated. Maybe they have underestimated this Penn State team as a whole coming into this game. They seem to have not that best energy and effort here tonight in this Penn State team.
Looks like MSU's got a lot of hubris going on after that victory over Cooper Keeney Cross in Maryland. We're going to step aside so Tom Izzo can lead his team in that timeout huddle. You're watching SimWorld U Basketball on CBS.
LeBron, jerseys dream of retirement.
Your jersey's dream now?
A special time when my jerseys can look back and reflect on all they've accomplished in their careers as my jerseys.
Kobe, I got to go.
A time for my jerseys to relax and pursue other interests, hobbies, handicrafts, painting, woodworking, establishing a multinational entertainment conglomerate with designs on dominating the field of animation, music, and cinema.
Your jerseys is doing all of that?
Well, 8 is more into decoupage, but 24 is quite ambitious. Quite ambitious.
I guess I'm walking to Milwaukee.
Welcome back, everybody. Where Penn State is leading Michigan State by 14. Sniper J said it best. This Michigan State team does not look like the MSU team we've seen of recent. They've won 4 in a row. They're not looking like the team that's done so. They have that number 19 to their name. They can lose it just as quickly as they got it. 13 seconds left on the shot clock.
JK, let's do that.
5 on the shot clock. State looking to make anything happen. Double clutch through some contact. Rebound Beal. No call from the officials on that one. Beal and Ifua playing a little bit of hot potato. Beal's gonna kick it right back to him. 6'10" Ifua gets it. Oh, and Nick Beal on the assist. He's done a lot of scoring power tonight. Has one more to his assist numbers. Bad turnover for Michigan State, a team that's usually not turning the ball over very much. And that's Penn State basketball. 16-point lead for the Nittany Lions. Penn State trying to knock off the ranked Spartans.
So far, they're off to a good start, JK.
Those tuning in, I'm JK Candelman alongside Sniper J. And Nick Beal off the screen, right wing, catch and shoot 3. He hammers that one home. Nick Beal again. Nothing but net as MSU and Tom Izzo are going to call timeout yet again. Izzo is clearly unhappy with what he's seeing, as are the Michigan State fans in attendance. We're going to step aside. Don't go anywhere, ladies and gentlemen.
LeBron, Jersey's
Hey,
dream of
it's Henry
retirement.
Martell,
dream
and I
now?
just
A
joined
special
SimWorld
time
Hoops.
when my jerseys
If you
can
like
look back and
hoops
reflect
as
on
much as
all they've
art,
accomplished in
then
their
you gotta
careers
check
as
them
my-
out. It's a Discord server, discord.gg/SimWorldHoops. It's really the ultimate virtual basketball experience. Like, this isn't your average game. It's like stepping into your own basketball world. And whether you're like a player or a fan, it's time to see the game be the game.
I had an idea in my head. I pictured this going differently. I meant every word that I said. You should have spent more time listening. All the things that I put a hold on, all for you to hit me with a hold on. What makes you so ready right now? After I waited on you for so long. Why you wanna be my love?
Welcome back, everybody. Where Michigan State has not been their first half to date. Penn State sizzling hot here at the Breslin Center.
JK, I'm not sure what I came to watch here, but I don't know what this is from this Michigan State team. This is not what I expected at all. If they can't gain some momentum or some energy, or they can't conjure up some points, I only see this league growing and this game getting out of hand.
Clock expiring. Michigan State again. Bad shot. Owen Pride offensive rebound and the posterized right there from Devontae Millsap. There's some energy from the Michigan State bench. I don't know about you, Sniper. You may have came for some basketball. I just came for the free pizza house.
I'm not sure about pizza. I don't eat that. But I would like to see this Michigan State team get back into this game as Penn State nails another three-pointer.
That left corner, it's been Michigan State's kryptonite all game. They're wearing green, and they're wearing the green and white, and their weakness has been in that corner. Michigan State trailing by 19 now, their largest deficit of the game. Three seconds on the shot clock. Floater right there for Michigan State. Spartans finally nail another bucket. Jamar Ward averaging 10 points a game off the bench for the Spartans in his freshman season. Speaking of freshmen, there's a freshman who's having one hell of a performance tonight. Nick Beal. Nittany Lions lead by 19. Nick Beal's got 15 points for this Nittany Lions squad. And I don't know if you guys can see that banner on the side here at the Breslin Center. But remember, tune into the J-Rock show this week. Let's see who I'll have on the hot seat this week on Friday. Because I have some stuff in the works, ladies and gentlemen. Nick Beal trying to make it 17, but Amari Fu is there to clean up for him, clean up on aisle 16.
JK, it's been the lack of attention to details for this Michigan State team that has been the story of this game. I mean, this is the reason why they're almost down 20 points. I mean, they can't get a stop. They can't stop Bill. They can't rebound the ball. They're taking bad shots. What else can go wrong for this Michigan State team here tonight?
Saying Michigan State not only leads the Big Ten in rebounds per game, they lead the country in rebounds per game. Yet they're being out-rebounded by a Penn State team who's got 2 guys above 6'9".
That's just the energy stat, JK. That's energy and effort. Rebounding is all about who wants it the most. And right now, Penn State looks like they want this game the most. Not just rebounding, but this whole entire game.
Penn State has no guys above 6'10". They have 5 above 6'10". Another rebound pulled in by Michigan State. Finally, some momentum for the Spartans. But they've dug themselves quite the hole to get out of. As through some contact. There's Jadrian Elliott holding his back a little bit. But Nick Beal called for his first foul of the game with just under 3 minutes to play in this first half. Jadrian Elliott is such an interesting case study. Sniper J. He's a philosophy major at MSU. He calls himself an expert in conspiracy theories.
Well, that's interesting because I don't believe in conspiracy theories, JK. So maybe me and him wouldn't have much to talk about. But do you believe in conspiracy theories?
I would not say I'm much of a conspiracy theorist. But another thing that's interesting about Jadrian Elliott, I've reported this even. He listens to classical music before games. I know you've had your fair share of basketball games in your life. I don't think classical music is your go-to before a game. Correct me if I'm wrong.
It depends on the personality. You know, some people like to have a more calm state before war. Some people like to get amped up. So I'm not surprised to hear the classical music reference. I have known some people that do that.
Wide open 3 in the corner. Michigan State swirls in and out. James Randolph can't connect.
Those are shots they need to make if they want to try to pop a run and get back into the game, JK.
Michigan State does look like they're playing with some more momentum coming out of that most recent break, but still down quite a bit. They're looking better as Jai Edge attacks the rack right there. 14-point deficit now for Michigan State. 2:04 to play in this first half on CBS. This is Penn State's first nationally televised game of the season, and they've come to play.
Absolutely, they come to show up and show out, and they've been really focused and hitting all the pointers that Mike Rose wanted them to hit. I talked to him before the game. He said they want to be really aggressive and have a fast start, and they have done that tonight.
I spoke to Tom Izzo before the game, and Tom Izzo said, these are the games we should be winning. We want to control the tempo. Michigan State recently has started to kind of put their foot more on the gas, but early in this game, it was all Penn State.
Absolutely. And I expect a lot of adjustments to be made at halftime on Michigan State's behalf, but maybe they have found something with this high pick and roll with Jai Edge and Chamberlain.
Yes, that's another foul called on the Nittany Lions, called on Vic Lalibert. And Elliott going back to the line for Michigan State. We just talked about what he can do. He's a sharpshooter, if that's it. Shooting a better percentage from long range than he is from inside the arc. Impressive.
Impressive indeed. And you know, it takes a lot of confidence and work to be able to shoot the 3-ball the way he does. So you just got to give credit to all the hard work he's put in and all the jump shots he has to take and the confidence he has to make these shots in game. Definitely.
Hammers that one home as well. Elliott, the senior from Brookston, Minnesota. Another good Midwest find for Tom Izzo. Penn State responds right back. McDermott yet again. That's his 6th points of the game. Under a minute to play in this first half. Owen Pride coming into the game for MSU. As Elliott with a clear pass to the rack, 6-foot guard. Get the easiest 2 points of the night for MSU.
And they need a lot more of that if they want to try to get back into the game. Even though it's a 12-point game, they kind of climbed their way back in. They need some easy buckets to get their offense going.
That would be the understatement of the century. As Penn State adds 2 more to their score, 34.5 to play in this first half. Michigan State turnover, Penn State basketball. Sluggish.
And that's what you don't want. That's what you don't want if you're Michigan State. I mean, luckily this half is coming to a close and they could hit the reset button at halftime and maybe come out with a new energy, new spirit, new effort, and climb their way back into a victory and get the crowd involved and hopefully win this game.
Certainly open 3 for Penn State, and that's another one that Penn State's gonna nail. Nothing but net for the Nittany Lions from long range. Shot clock is dark. And Michigan State's trailing by 17 points. Not what I think anybody expected from this affair here in East Lansing. Owen Pride able to get 2 offensive rebounds for MSU. Gets fouled. 50-point half for Penn State.
Talk about Ole defense, JK. That's what Michigan State has been here tonight.
And Owen Pride at the line now. Is an avid fisher, avid deer hunter. Quite the outdoorsman, you could say.
I'm not sure what that means. I'm more of a city boy myself, JK. But
You and me both. I grew up in New York City, so doesn't get much more city boy than that. Pride again.
Oh.
And that's a rim violation. He airballed the free throw. Not something you see every day.
You ain't lying. I mean, but that's kind of the story this half for Michigan State team, right? I mean, they can't find anything, quite literally.
And that's going to do it for the first half here from East Lansing. Penn State 50, number 19, Michigan State 34. Bring us to our SimWorld view at the half, presented by CBS. And this first half has been all Nittany Lions. There was about a 2 or 3 minute stretch where Michigan State showed some signs of life. But Nick Beal, how about the freshman? 15 points in 16 minutes. And you got Amari Fua with 10 and 8. And 2 freshmen have been the keys early on for Penn State, wouldn't you say, Sniper?
Absolutely. I mean, they came out on fire. Bill, he's been unstoppable in the mid-range game. I mean, Michigan State has had trouble guarding everybody on this Penn State team. Honestly, I'll expect to see a lot of changes from Michigan State going into the second half.
Disappointing. You will see that Penn State shooting 56% in the first half. Michigan State's got an uphill climb here. Second half action coming right up.
See the game, be the game.
Car's all yours.
Thanks. Cars.com's expert reviews made it easy, but...
Shouldn't there be more back and forth?
You missed the drama, right?
Yeah.
Maybe this will do the trick.
Oh, it's a puppy.
Not a puppy, a wolf.
What now?
He's a wolf. And that is its incredibly protective mother.
Put the wolf down.
You guys good?
Yeah, we're good.
Yep.
Okay.
Welcome back, everybody, to second half action here at East Lansing. This might be Penn State's best offensive performance of the year. They average 69.5 points per game on the year. They had 50 in the first half alone. 56% from the floor, 50% from deep. I don't even think Mike Rhodes was expecting this performance from the Nittany Lions on the road in East Lansing today. This Jai Edge gives Michigan State some energy to open the second half. Two-handed flush, attacking the rim for the junior former G League Ignite guard.
That's the way to start the half, JK. Get a bucket right off the bat. Get an authoritative bucket with the dunk from Edge. That's a good start on offense for the Michigan State team.
Penn State looking to stay hot going into the second half. They missed that open look from deep. Michigan State pulls down the rebound. Going right back to Edge to attack the basket.
He's seeing the double team early.
Wide open. It hates the three and nails that one home. Peyton Randolph, 12.5% from deep on the year. That's just his 7th main triple of the season. That's exactly what the doctor ordered for us to do.
Yep, and you got to give Edge the credit on that one. He's drawing the double team and finding his open teammates to make shots. That's big time on his behalf.
Right there from Nick Beal to open the scoring in the second half for Penn State. He's got a game-high 17 points. Inside Randolph. No, sir. Jayon Mooney pulls down the rebound. He had that individual 7-0 run earlier in the first half. Coming up big on the boards for Penn State. Trying to get some screen action, the Nittany Lions are for Loman guard. And they're going to attack the basket. Through some contact, doesn't matter. That's 2 more for the Nittany Lions. They're up to 54 on the game.
And I like that play from Penn State there. They gave their point guard the ball, who's bigger than Edge, told him attack, get your spot, and shoot right over the top, and that's exactly what he did. He was able to get the bucket. That's the way to take advantage of a mismatch.
Jai Edge finds Chamberlain in the corner. Don't think he's going to be shooting that triple. 3 seconds on the shot clock. Jai Edge inside again. That is 4 points in the second half for Jai Edge for Michigan State. They're trailing by 13 now. They're lowering back a little bit in the second half. But Nick Beal says no. That's 19 for the freshman. He's taking advantage of the TV time.
Yes, he is. And this Michigan State team, they have come out with a different energy, and you can see it, but this Penn State team is making timely shots as of right now and maintaining their double-digit lead.
Malcolm Chamberlain talking to the crowd. The Izzo getting right back into this one. Michigan State has one of the most refined student sections in the country, and they get loud. And
what a block.
You hear their energy coming back. That's back-to-back. It's a block party for Malcolm Chamberlain.
Is he going to finish it? Oh, good pass.
Nice heads-up play from Chamberlain to find a potential open shooter. They're going to take advantage of the mismatch. Chamberlain can't connect, though. Rebounded by Louis.
That was good defense, good post defense. He was heading straight up, played strong, made him shoot a tough shot, and he missed.
And Fua on the second chance opportunity converts. 11 points per game on the year, has 12 on this game.
And JK, you mentioned earlier that this Michigan State's one of the top rebounding teams in the country, and it doesn't seem that way today. It seems like they're a little out of sorts when it comes to finishing possessions with rebounds. Hopefully they can get that change going down the stretch.
For Jai Edge in the corner was Devontae Millsaps, and Elia steps out of bounds, I should say. They're looking for Elia, and Elia, the shooter, trying to get some rhythm, and he was just led too far on the pass. Michigan State with the turnover. Penn State leading by 15, 16 minutes to play here. Nittany Lions trying to take a hold of it, maintain this lead. With Michigan State Edge playing some tough defense. Rebound Chamberlain. Another 2 points for Michigan State right there. There's Adrian Elliott again. Maybe not set him up.
Yep, you're right. And it seems that Michigan State, as we have a timeout here, I would like to talk more about this when we come back from JK, but it seems like Michigan State guards are quicker than these Penn State guards. But we got to go, and we'll be right back.
Don't go anywhere, folks. You're watching SimWorld Hoops basketball on CBS.
Danger excites me, but I can't fully enjoy it when I smell like fear and body odor, so I prepare myself with a manly scent of Old Spice Danger Zone. Because even if something bad does happen to a Danger Zone man, it won't smell like something bad happened. Because the secret to smelling good is... And when you smell like Old Spice Danger Zone, trust me, you'll smell like you have nothing to worry about.
You smell like you look amazing.
Amazing, I know.
Introducing Old Spice Danger Zone with all-day odor protection.
Welcome back, everybody. For Michigan State, trailing by 13, Nittany Lions taking advantage of the nationally televised Big Ten contest. The conference is wide open. Penn State trying to cement their spot on the Hoops area bubble. Nick Beal on the floater. He's had a lot of success there today. It's been his bread and butter. Can't convert on that one. Randolph. Edge in the corner. Gonna get an open Elliott off the screen. Elliott catch and shoot. That's exactly what he does. Michigan State only trailing by 10 now after Jadrian Elliott makes his first triple of the game.
Absolutely, and you expect this Michigan State team to make a run. You just didn't know when it was going to come as we get a fantastic lob from Lofton, from Beal. What an excellent pass. Way to see the floor. They've been balling all day, but we expected to see a run from Michigan State, JK. We just didn't know when it was going to come. Hopefully now is the time that they can cut it to this league and really make this a close game.
Certainly. Jai Edge directing traffic for the Michigan State offense. He's going to shoot a three of his own off the front rim. Not enough on that one from the Brooklyn native. Ball might be loose. Penn State recovers, and Michigan State had it for a second, but that's going to be Penn State basketball. 14-10 to play here.
It's just been that type of game for Michigan State, right? The loose balls haven't been going their way. The rebounding hasn't been going their way. Some of the shots they usually make, they haven't made. But I'm interested to see what are they going to do to overcome all this and still come out with a victory at home here tonight.
Definitely. 14 minutes to play here. Penn State has the open shooter, decides to go inside, and that pays off for the Marshawn Cooksey. 3.1 points per game for the senior. There's 2 for him. You can see a lot of edge and a lot of Chamberlain for MSU. But that's Ward off the bench, and Ward having a really promising freshman season for Michigan State. Can't get that one to go.
You got to give Penn State credit on the defensive end. They've been challenging every shot, making it extremely tough as Beal hits another mid-range shot on offense. They just been making it extremely tough for this Michigan State team, and with the lack of movement and screening Michigan State has in the second half, it's hard to say if they're going to be able to make their way back into this game.
Definitely. Owen Pride gets rejected from that one. 7 seconds to shoot for Michigan State. Ward gonna have to put one up. Long 3 covered by Beal. Hauled in by Penn State.
It's too much ISO basketball for Michigan State. How do you feel about that, JK?
I think they just need to do what's been working, and they just need to be tenacious with these guards. They need to be aggressive and attack the basket, because Penn State's out shooting them, and I'm sure Penn State will continue to do so. But when Michigan State's attacking the basket with Jai Edge and Jadrian Elia, that's when their offense was at its best.
I agree. I think they also had some sets in the high pick and roll with Chamberlain rolling to the rim, and Edge and Elia able to use their speed against the bigs or the angle against the guard to get downhill.
Pass intercepted. Penn State on the offensive rebound. That's Looney. Looney threw some contact. Trying to go for 3 there for Lofton. And Marcus Lofton going to the line. Jamar Ward called for the foul. His first of the game.
JK, I don't say this too lightly. I'm sorry, I have to get this out. I don't say this too lightly because I know how Tom Izzo is and what kind of campaign he runs at Michigan State. But this Penn State team has completely out-toughed this Michigan State team here tonight. And we can see it on the offensive boards, the loose balls, and every aspect of the game. And Tom Izzo isn't going to like this, but his team is being out-toughed tonight.
Tom Izzo is not pleased with what he's seeing. Nick Beal hits the bench. Could be a key opportunity for Michigan State to kind of cut into this deficit a little bit. But no Jai Edge on the floor. No Jadrian Elia either. It's going to be up to Shamar Ward to lead the Michigan State offense at just 18 years old. Lofton misses both free throws. He's known to have a bit of a penchant for mechanics, but Michigan State's going to call a timeout with 12 minutes to play here. Izzo's going to talk to his squad just like we mentioned, and we're going to step aside for a quick moment. Don't go anywhere, folks.
See the game, be the game.
Do you have the mind of a coach? Are you willing to fight for your players? Can you handle it when things get heated? Can you manage your star player's ego? Can you handle the stress? Can you become a legend? The only place in the world where you can coach live in a virtual world. SimWorld Sports.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. 12 minutes to play here. And the Nittany Lions are leading the Spartans by a fair margin. 16 points. Still a lot of the second unit out there for Michigan State as well. Malcolm Chamberlain, the only starter on the floor for Michigan State. Interesting approach by Tom Izzo as Chamberlain imposes himself to go right down low.
Absolutely, that's a good bucket after a timeout for Michigan State. But I still felt that Chamberlain had to work way too hard to get that bucket.
Side through contact. Michigan State pulls down another rebound. Chamberlain again. And 14 points for Michigan State. Plateau's getting smaller. Ward, turnaround jumper off the rim.
Look at this Penn State.
Rago Yeager. MSU just unable to capitalize.
I say they're unable to get open shots. This Penn State team has done a good job of making them be one-on-one basketball team tonight, and they've been guarding their yard. Some people would say they have been drawing a line in the stand, and they've been contesting shots, and they've been rebounding the basketball, and that's why this Penn State team is up 14 points with a little bit above 10 minutes to go in this ballgame.
Women guard, the marketing major, at the line for Penn State. Shoots 52% at the stripe. Doesn't have a lot of attempts at the line. He's, like I mentioned, marketing major. He creates viral marketing campaigns in his free time, and he likes to read classic literature, and once won a silent film festival for a short film he created during his freshman season with the Nittany Lions, and now a senior.
He's been a very busy man, and him and his team is putting on a marketing performance here tonight against this Michigan State team in front of the selection committee.
And McMahon, the foul for Michigan State, Logan Guard called for that one, as Devontae Millsap's going to the line for Michigan State, potentially to shoot two. Or to make it a three-point play, I should say.
Hopefully Millsaps can convert this three-point play, and this momentum play can give the Michigan State energy, give this Michigan State team enough energy to spark a run and make this game close.
And that's a backcourt violation for the Nittany Lions. Alan Barrett did not know where he was going. 10.5 minutes to play here. Michigan State trails just by 11. They have a chance to make this a single-digit deficit for the first time in a very long time. And with Millsap, that's exactly what they're going to do. That's 5 straight points for the senior from Hastings, Minnesota.
And this is a big feat for Michigan State. Being under 10 points, 10 minutes ago, there's a lot of time left this game. It's more than winnable for this team, even though they haven't played their best tonight.
Nick Beal's got 21 points. Michigan State's still very much in this one as Devontae Millsap again. They're trailing by 7 now. It's under 10 minutes to play. Michigan State trailed by as much as 19. Yet now, they trail by 7 and have a real chance of coming back to take this one. Rebound Millsaps.
I think they should play through Millsaps. He's hot right now. He's been dunking the ball. He's been getting to everyone. They should look to get him the ball in the paint area.
That's typically not Izzo's MO, but to play through his big men. But tonight, that's what's been working. Besides, this team rejected. Hayden Randolph had nowhere to go with that one. Just got 9 minutes to play in this one. Stolen by Millsaps. He's been everywhere over the last 2 minutes of this game. Getting some early JK's Player of the Night consideration is Devontae Millsaps.
They have to win the game first, JK. Let's not go that far.
Yes, that is true. I don't think guys lose for JK's Player of the Night. It's a 5-point game. Timeout, Penn State. 8:50 to play here. You're watching SimWorld U basketball on CBS.
I've had 3 people try to eat me today. 3! Ooh, lucky penny. Anyway, sometimes I wish I were human.
Whoa! Look at me! I'm human! Do you want to eat me?
No.
Do you want to eat me?
No thanks.
No? Would you like to eat me? Nobody wants to eat me! I'm the luckiest!
You dropped your lucky penny.
Man, I look good.
You're still short and bald.
Welcome back, everybody, and we're not going to waste any time. It's time to shout out the chat. Who we got here? Follow our social medias. But Sniper J, I'm going to hand this one off to you, my friend.
Absolutely. Thank you very much. You know me in the chat. We get along great. Let's see who in the chat today. We got Biv Markham in the chat. What's up, Biv? B. Ron, how you living, brother? B. Ron's in the chat. We got Marsh Daddy. Hey, Marsh, how you doing? Welcome to the chat, Marsh. We'd love to see you there. We got Home Politicking in the chat. We got Jay Medora in the chat. Who else we got? I don't know who Gorilla Man is, but hello, Gorilla Man. You in the chat. Monte Carson. What up, Monte? Is in the chat. Who else is in the chat? Forza. I'm not sure Forza. I see Coach Dre Pope in the chat. I was going to get to him. I appreciate you, JK. Coach Dre Pope in the chat.
B-Ron. And this is tonight's top performer, Nick Beal, game-high 21 points for the freshman. Has been spurring Penn State to this early lead. But right now, their lead's on the ropes as they lead just by 5 to the Spartans. Omen Gar trying to find something. Penn State open 3. And that's long. Rebound pulled down by Malcolm Chamberlain. This is going to slow things down right now. Still got 20 seconds to shoot, 8.5 to play. But Jai Edge going to use his speed to get to the rack, and Lawson called for foul. Jai Edge is going to the free throw line for Michigan State.
That's been there all game for Michigan State and Jai Edge, if I'm being completely honest with you, JK. His speed and ability to get downhill has been there. He has an elite skill set in that realm of basketball to do that, and I'm pretty sure him and Tom Izzo have talked about it, and they're going to try to use it to their bench here late in this game.
So many great guards come through this Michigan State program. Edge can't get the free throw to go. Chance to make it a one-possession game for Michigan State. Does not look to be very happy about that one. Hearing some obscenities under the breath of Jai Edge, but we can't repeat those on air. We don't want the FCC on us.
Well, JK, finish that statement. You said great guards come out of Michigan State?
Yeah, we've seen Mateen Cleave, we've seen Cassius Winston, as Jai Edge misses both, but Tom Izzo's known for his work in developing guards. Kalen Lucas.
Stop.
It's not John Calipari, but that was
there you go. Okay. Okay. As long as you know. Okay. I'm okay with that. Okay.
Michigan State's a 3-point game right now. Guard for three, that's short. Spiked in the air, brought in by Chamberlain. Not a little bit of a scrum, a little bit of volleyball here at the Breslin Center. Michigan State volleyball team also plays here. So, shout out to the Spartans volleyball. Inside right back to Chamberlain. And it's just a 1-point game.
Oh, man.
We got a good one on our hands.
Yes, we do. It's a brand new ball game here. And now I'm starting to see why this Michigan State team is ranked 19th in the land. I mean, they really have flipped the switch in the second half, JK. Their defense has been on point. They've been contesting shots, and they've been rebounding and controlling the paint. That's the reason why they got back into this game. And now they have a chance to take the lead on this possession.
Possession that they just got blocked, but that's what Tom Izzo does. He is he's great with adjustments. He's a good second half coach, and Michigan State's a good second half team.
Well, they got a tall task ahead of them as Penn State doesn't seem to be shied away from the challenge here tonight as they score another bucket to put them on 3 points.
You had a good call calling this a trap game for Michigan State.
Well, you got to realize what this Penn State team's playing for. They're playing for the right to play in postseason, and everyone wants to play in postseason, so it's a big game for them.
Missed three by Penn State. Ifua there from the rebound, and Ifua continues to have one of the best games of his season.
A tenacious rebound. Tenacious rebound Ifua is for this Penn State team.
Elia, I should say. 5 seconds on the shot clock for Michigan State. Jai Edge, right under the basket. They got to put something up. And that is not what Michigan State wanted to come away with right there.
It's a good defense by the Penn State. They played every second of that shot clock. They know Michigan State's a team that likes to, oh my goodness, down the length of Bill with the easy slam. A little confusion on Michigan State defense on that play.
State's momentum is slipping right now. I was crediting Tom Izzo for being a good second half coach. MSU's got little going for them over the last 35 seconds. Elio for three. On the move, can't find it though. 5 minutes to play in this one. Nick Beal, 23 points for Penn State. Shout out to the young man. Flowers to the young man.
He's having a heck of a game, especially on CBS Sports. I mean, he's really putting his name in the limelight here with this performance tonight.
As another triple right there. Penn State, Nittany Lions. That's a foul called on Logan Gar. 4:30 to play here. That's his third.
Norman Gar wish they got to hit the 3-point on that last possession for Penn State. I mean, these guys are taking and making big-time shots tonight, and they're trying to put this Michigan State team out of their misery on their home court.
Chamberlain cleans up the mess of Jadrian Elliott. Michigan State trails by 8. They were trailing by 1 just a few minutes ago. I don't know what happened.
I could tell you what happened, JK. A couple of bad shots, a little ticking time bombs at the end of the shot clock, a couple of missed shots, and Penn State has been very mature in the sense that they come down and get the shot they want, and they have, like I said earlier, taking and making big shots throughout the second half.
3 minutes and 50 seconds to play in this game. Chamberlain treating that ball like it's his child. Michigan State having a really good freshman season for MSU. An absolute force down low. Jai Edge. Ed Chamberlain decides to take the shot himself. Chamberlain's there for the offensive rebound. Michigan State cleans up the offensive board again. They're showing why they're the best rebound team in the Big Ten.
Yes, they got the switch there, and Edge put up a tough shot over a tall defender, but Chamberlain was right there to clean it up. That's big-time basketball for Michigan State.
Talk about big-time basketball. Devontae Millsap coming up big again for Michigan State on this second half run. And let's talk about Michigan State's defense, because they gave up 50 points in the first half to Penn State, only 23 in the second half to Nittany Lions. Their defense has stepped up as well. On the move, Caden Randolph. MSU trails by 4.
Athletic finish, and you're right, they definitely flipped the switch in the second half when it comes to defense. They finally locked in, settled into the game, and started getting stops and contested shots. And I think that's why they were able to get back into the game. But now they're going to need a few more stops to close the gap and try to finish this one.
For Penn State right now. 2:20 to play here. Guy Edge, Bruce. Contact. Randolph. 2:10 to play here. Remember, folks, this is game 1 of a doubleheader on CBS. Edge from 3. No good. Remember, Houston and Davidson are on after this. So be sure to tune in that. Minute 50 to play here. Michigan State's still very much in this game. Chamberlain. No, sir. Inside. Exclamation point slam from 7. Loman Gar, 7. Wearing 7. Averaging 7 points per game. As MSU calls timeout, we're going to step aside. We'll be right back.
Life comes at you fast. Be ready with Nationwide. Investments, retirement, and
To show up right now. They need buckets of stops, and that's the only thing they can have right now if they want to try to even come close to even making this a ball game at the end.
Play, that's exactly not what you need there. Quick turnover, and Penn State, they come away with no points. That cut off some time, and time is of the essence right now.
Absolutely. I'm not sure what Mike Rhodes and his team was doing on that possession. When you get still like that, you probably want to try to run out the clock, get the best shot possible. But they just went right for it and tried to score right away.
Giants with the floater. MSU's down 6 now. There's 2 shots away from being a tie game here. Rejected. Michigan State back on offense here. And they got this dangerous Jadrian Elia in this game. They're going to turn to Jayed. Edge slashes inside.
Oh, Mr. Tough layup.
And they're just going to play the foul game. Pretty much going to do it here.
Well, it's never too late. There's a lot of time left, and Penn State over the last minute has shown that they haven't been in this situation many times, so they're struggling with time and possession. So Michigan State still probably could pull this off if Mike Rhodes is not too careful in his game planning here down the stretch.
Edge called for the foul. Moment guard going on the line. Not a good free throw shooter. Missed some of the earlier free throw attempts he had in this game. Virginia native senior recruited by Micah Shrewsbury just a few years ago. The first one up and makes it.
Big time free throw from this senior.
Another big time free throw. MSU leads by 8. Barton call timeout. We're going to take a quick break. Don't go anywhere, folks.
Chance pass by. How every time I close my eyes, how all I can see is your smile. And how it lights up a room. Just the smell of your perfume sends me in a daze. I know it may sound crazy, but baby, I think I'm in love with you.
Everybody, Michigan State on the ropes here in fears of snapping their win streak, snapping Penn State's losing streak. Stolen by the Nittany Lions right there. Pretty much curtains for this one. I don't think Penn State's even gonna foul. Penn State improves to 9-14. Spartans fall 15-10 on the year. They had a good stretch, but Nick Beal's phenomenal performance, just too much for Michigan State to handle at home. Down go Tom Izzo and the number 19 Spartans. I'm J.K. Campbell, joined alongside Sniper J for this one. We appreciate you all tuning in. Remember, folks, SimWorld is the only place you can see the game, be the game. Come join us and stay tuned for Game 2 of this doubleheader.
I am the truth. It take a giant to fit on my shoes. Switch out the suit. Ask so much just when I step out the booth. Flip on the news. Hot off the press, homie, I'm that dude. King of the zoo. Striking the tech, elephant in the room. Got designer on my body. Selfies in the private jet. Hop out in the Bugatti. This is how you move like a boss. When you gotta go and show it. Tripping out, shining like the stars. Make them all fall. Round of applause. This is how you move like a boss. With the sauce. Like a boss. Hey. This is how you move like a boss. Like a boss. Money in the bank, like on the bank. And it's a funny thing, cause money ain't a thing. 24 karat rings, got me giving thanks, but I still got the range. This is how you move like a boss. When you gotta go and show it. Tripping out, shining like the stars. Make them all fall, round of applause. This is how you move like a boss. With the sauce. Like a boss. Hey. This is how you move like a boss. I got the swag for real. Hit the toe dripping in my bag for real. Looking like a happy meal. I'm a snap for real. This is how you move like a boss. When you gotta go and show it off. Tripping out, shining like the stars. Make them all flop. Round of applause. This is how you move like a boss. Go ahead, hit them with the sauce. So good up and take a little pause. Shine like a star. Round of applause. This is how you move like a boss. With the sauce. Like a boss. Hey. This is how you move like a boss.
What more can I say? It's incredible, baby. Yeah. This that Ron Simmons, that Bush Reed type of vibe. We come to the ring, grab the mic. Hey, sweetheart, ring the damn bell. I'm off the top rope with the flow. My bravado, putting niggas in a sleeper hole. Jake the Snake, don't be late when you got the load. What I mean is, if I pick you, roll. That's how it's supposed to go. Rapper slash singer slash actor slash producer slash everything else slash I'm Cordell Stewart. I knew it. Mama made me special, that's my birthright. Daddy named me Junior, just so he can live twice. You ain't know that I had balls like a baby crib. One call, who's all in your house like baby's crib. Let him live. I'm a lover, not a fighter, son. Rule number 1, hun, watch how you pop your gum.
I'm just a Northside kid where I did my Northside bid. I'm so Northside shit. I'm still on the Northside, bitch. I got that Northside itch. We getting money, you dig? Blue honey and Bitcoin. Cash still under the mattress. Shoebox full of 20s and 10s. It's 94 again. Shout out to Sam Cassell. My mama raised me well. Daddy ain't want me to fail. Boski saved my life. They had me under the jail. All the lies they tell, they ain't want me to prevail. What I did with Microsoft is why I excel. Now I'm Excelsior. Days me and Lil Ricky swore we make it to where we are. Now we want more. They got me out here like Brady if he never won them 6 rings. God be wanting big things. Niggas in the hood be wanting small change. For freedom, I'm somewhere in between.
Man, y'all niggas is not here. Bow!
Hey, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are here, the second half of your SimWorld U doubleheader here on a Tuesday, and we are in Houston, the Fertitta Center. Houston taking on Davidson, and it's a Houston squad that, I think, talented but disappointing would about sort of sum them up. Just 10-16 on the year. Davidson rolling in tonight, 14-12. You're looking at Houston's Carl Holmes, the 22-point-per-night junior, going up against superstar freshman Benari James. I got a superstar right here beside me in the booth. I got the one, the only Rick Blaze calling this game tonight with yours truly, E. Lava, and we are underway. Houston controls the trip, but Rick, Houston hasn't controlled very much this year. What is wrong with this talented lineup that a lot was hoped for at the start of the season?
Yeah, first of all, I'm back in the city of Houston. Anytime I'm in the city, I got to be a part of the action. So it's good to be here. But to answer your question, E, I think it has a lot to do with the system itself. I think the system is played towards its best player right now, which is Carl Holmes. But I feel like moving forward in the future, the system is best playing running and gunning, getting up and down the court. They have two really good guards, and Fabinho and Abdul Rauf, who I feel the Cougars should be taking much more advantage of. You got a 6'5", 6'6" guard on both sides. That's not normal. Good speed, athletic guys. You need to take advantage of those guys. I understand what they're doing right now, but of course we're looking at a coaching change with Sampson agreeing to step down at the end of the season. So it's going to be interesting to see which coach takes over the reins and how they run the system.
For Davidson, they're of course led by Benari James, and just too quick. Those African guards of Houston, one from Libya, one from Nigeria, and starting backcourt there. Got underneath the bucket, got the ball, hooping the harm, turns into a three-point play, and Davidson, I don't know how much was expected of this Davidson squad this year. Knew it was going to be led by the freshman with Benari James and Nick Lugo joining the squad, but sitting above 500 at this point in the season. They've been a mildly pleasant surprise, I would say. A decent story this year in SimWorld U.
Yeah, they're a scrappy team. They're led by Benari James, the freshman, but they want to keep the game play. They're real scrappy. Oh, good shot. Really scrappy team. They like to make you turn over the basketball, like you to get outside of your offense, right? They're not a huge in size, so they have a disadvantage there. They can get taken advantage of inside the lane, but they're scrappy, and a lot of all 12 guys play hard for that.
Drew Raouf, he got the bucket, then he gets the steal, going for the assist now, and he gets it. Strong finish. Strong finish from Derek Long, the 7-footer. Richardson, Texas, just a sophomore. He doesn't score a lot, just 4.4 points per game, but part of this Houston defense, and a potential problem, Davidson tonight, which tough team, long team in some ways, but not a tall team. Nick Hugo and Deontay Odom top out at 6'8", and that's the ceiling. Davidson, Matt McKillop's squad.
Yeah, Davidson, their bigs have to rely on their athleticism. They can give Houston problems if they can get to their spots quicker than the bigs for the Cougars. But they want to plan going straight up and challenging them. It's going to be a very long night, like just now.
Long couldn't get that free throw to go, but defense the other end from the Cougars. Carl Holmes coming up with that rebound. Averaging almost 8 rebounds a game, Carl Holmes, and he gets the ball now back on the block. Wants to go to work here and just muscles the defender out of the way, but can't finish. Wow, point-blank miss from Carl Holmes.
How do you miss it? Is the eyes closed?
Just a point-blank. Well, there again, Houston season encapsulated. He made up for it there somewhat. That's Derek Holmes who's having a nice early run here. Nice block from Holmes to elevate and swat that shot from Jameel Wright-Foreman, but
and he jumped off the wrong leg to block that shot. Great athleticism. Derek Long has really good timing defensively in blocking shots. If you think the last name Long is not just a name, it's for real. You think you're gonna go up and challenge him one-on-one, you got nothing coming. He blocks it, but his timing on blocks is similar to, I know this is gonna sound blasphemous, but similar to the great Alonzo Mourning, the way he can just pound the block every single time.
Averaging 1.5 per contest. On already tonight, and shot clock winding down. Davidson, mid-range, goes. Benari showing off his, he keeps on getting further and further out. Three-pointer should be coming up next. Hit the layup. Mid-range. three ball coming.
He's going for the cycle early in the first half.
Once again, great position from Carl Holmes, and this time he is able to finish.
Easy money for Carl Holmes. Leading the team in scoring 22 points a game, the junior. I expect this is going to be his last season with the Cougs. I think the man's trying to get paid in the league.
Wide open there. That's Keontae Doucette, the senior leader. Davidson, averaging 12.2 points per game. Left wide open there and looked pretty solid on that jumper. Nice move, nice finish as well. Not an easy shot, but Freddie Stonewall gets overshadowed a little bit by Carl Holmes, but Stonewall, also a junior, averaging more than 15 points per game. Carl Holmes widely tipped to maybe go pro after this season. What do you think about Freddie Stonewall?
I think he should stay. I think Stonewall right now is probably a second round pick. If he comes out this year, in my opinion, I think he stay another season. Stay with the Benley and Bureau, turn up the tempo a little bit. He can get more in the open court and do his thing. And I like him speaking in the first round next year. Next year's draft, he can do it.
Derek Long and Carl Holmes pounding it inside a little bit right now for Houston, trying to take a little bit of an upper hand with that size advantage, and they are causing Coach McKillop's squad a little bit of problems here with that so far, and it's Holmes that goes to the line. He's a 71% free throw shooter. Looks pretty good right there. Carl Holmes, 6'7", 240-pounder, just rock solid, pro-ready body, that's for sure. And mentioned he's scoring 22 points tonight, averaging almost 8 boards, and he's shooting better than 60% from the field. A weapon.
Yep. He's their all everything offensively for the Cougs.
Right, back up now. Barnari James. Yep. Nari James just so far proving a little bit too quick for Kola Abdul-Rauf. That's twice now that he's just been able to elude him and get a pretty easy bucket.
And Cola's not a scrub defensively. He's actually pretty good. I think this goes to show you how great of a bag Bernard James has offensively. He makes a pretty good defender, and Cola looks low in that position.
Ooh, lost the ball there that time, Carl Holmes. Transition, here comes Davidson attacking. Bucket won't go, but foul is called, and that's going to send Doucette to the line. Doucette has struggled with his shot this year. Under 33% from the field, right at 30% from three. He is Davidson's most prolific three-point shooter, and he's a good free throw shooter as well. 78%. So far in the SimWorld U season.
But you jinxed me. It was close.
Fury had that there. Some subs. Davidson. Grayson Durst enters the game. He's a 6'8 junior out of North Carolina. And for the Cougs, 7-footer Abraham Kasongo, freshman out of the Democratic Republic of the Congo. End of the game.
Not an African roots out here on the court. I wonder if Hakeem Olajuwon coming to U of H had anything to do with it.
Yeah, it creates a little pipeline.
It does.
A lot of Texas flavor on this team as well. Freddie Stonewall from Georgia. 6 Texans, 3 players from Africa, and 1 Georgian making up this year's edition of the Houston Cougars, looking to pick up their 11th win of the season, trying to salvage something.
Yeah, right now they're trying to fix spoilers, right? Davidson's trying to get into the hoop area, and the Cougars are playing for pride. They're going to send their coach out on a high note, by winning these last 2 games of the season. Oh, good move. Oh, la la.
Elite move there. Keontae Doucette.
Come on, Doucette.
He's looked pretty good tonight. 6'4" wingman. On the drive here, Abdul-Rauf. The struggles continue on both ends. 4-point lead for Davidson. Benari James, thought about trying to get around Rauf one more time there. Picks up a screen, has 2 defenders on him and has to give it up.
That's more of
Long 3 here from Durst. He gets it to go. Grayson Durst just in the game. Shooting better than 40%. Doesn't take a lot of threes, but...
yeah. He shot that one from Katy, Texas.
Davidson up by 7 early on the homestanding Cougars. We're going to take a quick break. Come right back. A little bit more SimWorld U on CBS.
Bad out and the good in. Take a second and look around you. Go ahead. We have everything we've always wanted. We'll want for nothing.
Excuse me. I really love it here.
Thank you.
We have all these beautiful avocados from Mexico, but where are the chips?
I'm sorry?
The chips are outside.
Why are they outside?
The chips are outside!
I want a Chris Elliott autograph. Hi.
Wait! Please, avocados taste great on lots of things. See? Avocado toast. We can still make this work.
Oh, Wi-Fi's down.
No.
Avocados from Mexico.
Davidson backcourt getting it done. Benari James leading the way. He's got 9 points. Made all 4 of his shots. Keontae Doucette, 7 points for him. He hasn't missed either. Both teams shooting the ball pretty well right now, but it's Davidson. Finds themselves up by 7, just under 14 minutes to go here in the first half.
And one thing I just want to make this comment about the Cougs. One thing this team does lack is a consistent outside shooter, outside player. As a duo, takes a 3 right there.
Yeah.
You know, that helps open the game up so much when you have shooters on your team who can make the outside bucket for you. It makes the game a lot easier.
Davidson with the ball. Right Foreman attacks. Can't get it to go. Good defense. Cody Stonewall came over and helped out. He's got the ball right now. Gives it up to Benlay. Gives it up to Rauf. Gives it back in Stonewall's hands. Oh, and he just throws it right away. Yeah. On the other hand, that's a nice connection there, but great defense. What effort to get back and block that shot. Took long. Almost got himself into trouble there, able to get it up. Got good position. Yeah, he's not really an offensive mindset.
He shouldn't have hands to dribble the basketball.
Both teams playing at a pretty high pace here, but neither one able to dent the score sheet last couple trips. Rauf has it in the corner. Gets it back now as the shot clock approaches 10 seconds. Ooh, little right-handed flip up and in from Abraham Kasongo. Not a player Houston looks to for much offense, typically, but a great position there. And the recovery, Derek Long got back and altered that shot through 2 7-footers. Long and Kasongo out on the court right now for Houston and causing a little bit of a problem for Davidson, and this lead is chopped down to 3.
Coach Sampson smiling. He's not smiling outwardly. He don't smile outwardly. Internally, he's smiling right now. He like the way his team is playing. They got to keep that energy up. And if you're Davidson, you need to get some better shots. Spread them out offensively so that you can take one-on-one. You can take those guys one-on-one on the perimeter. But you don't want to pack the paint because there's a guy by the name of Derek Long, and he's not letting them free. And you got to pay toll, and it's very expensive.
They kind of encapsulate Houston's season. Long and Kasongo having nice nights tonight, and we thought, we identified them, we highlighted them as a potential mismatch problem going into this one, and they are and have been and are playing well. And Houston trails. And if the game ended right now, there'd be another loss. It's inexplicable, but here we are. I do think you're right that there's a lot of talent here, and a new coach coming in next season. We'll see kind of what what happens then. But Davidson, let's talk about them for a minute. Definitely in the fight.
Yep.
Hoops area, right? And, you know, I think even a wounded Houston knocking them off on the road tonight would be a nice resume-building win for this team, which, should they make it, will be dangerous.
Yeah, they're definitely in the fight, but they have to play really good these last 8 games to really impress the committee to get them in. It starts tonight. If you're Davidson with a good win, a great win tonight, they can get it on the road against a capable Houston Cougars team. But they have a chance. But they hanging on very thin line, my friend. They got to play good these last 8 games.
Shot clock down to 5 seconds. Casongo calling for it. Benley has it. He's going to take a pull-up jumper and gets it to go. Benley drains it. 6-0 run for Houston. Mari James looking to quiet the crowd, get some space, gets a little jumper, misses. First time all night. Offensive rebound and another block for Derek Long. These twin towers, Casongo and Long. Long gets it back on this end, can't get the bucket, but will go back to the line. 2 7-footers, 4-inch height advantage on anybody on the Davidson roster, and so far I don't think Matt McKillop, his team's still in front here, but I don't really think he's had an answer for that.
Yeah, like I said earlier, Derek Long's ability to time the blocks is impeccable. Right leg, right hand, left hand, no hand. It don't matter. He's just going to block the shot.
On back to the line. And
he's probably going to miss these free throws, though.
Well, he's a less than 40% free throw shooter on the year, but look at that. Reverse jinxed him. Look at that.
April Fools.
Benari James going to get a little breather. Set coming back in the game. Nick Hugo also coming back in the game for Davidson, and he's the other talented superstar freshman emerging, budding on this Davidson squad. 11 points and 6 rebounds a game, but hasn't done much yet in this one. Long couldn't get that second one to go. Tie game. 7 straight points now for Houston, and there.
And one trick.
In dramatic fashion, and not for the first time tonight, Keontae Doucette having himself a bit of an evening down here in Texas.
Hey, you know, it's not hard to do. There's a lot of pretty ladies out here in Texas, that they come to the games. You want to do your best work out here in Houston, for sure.
The senior out of North Carolina, and it's a lone senior on the squad, lone senior in the game, Keontae Doucette. He's made some heady plays so far this evening. Finishes the 3-point play.
Shannon Sharp has gone on record. He is Houston has the prettiest woman in America. Not good.
That's not a homer pick? It's objective?
Nope. It's objective. Objectively fine women.
Well, Houston's run over after 7, but couldn't get it there, but Casongo, nice rebound. Abraham Casongo plays sparingly, less than 10 minutes per game. He's almost got that here in the first half, and another offensive board for Casongo.
Maybe need to play some more, maybe 3 minutes is not enough.
Third offensive rebound, and finally the big man says, I'm just going to take care of this myself. Gets the crowd pumped up too.
And this is what happens when your team is undersized like Davidson. Things like that happen.
3 offensive rebounds, 4 shot possession, ends in a bucket for Houston. Set. You go out there on the court, number 30 in his black uniforms, but again, hasn't had his number called tonight. Now he gets it. Shot clock winding down. He works baseline, goes up and under. Can't get it to go, but will go to the line.
That's a good foul. Didn't let him get the layup. Good foul by Long, make him earn 2 at the line.
Crowd didn't like it. This has been a fairly physical game. I actually haven't objected to the way the refs have been calling it. Pretty even both sides. Either letting them play nor swallowing the whistle so far. his first free throw. 6'8", 235-pounder out of Richmond, Virginia. 67% free throw shooter on the year.
That's a good frame, 6'8", 235. For a freshman, that's a super good frame.
Derek Long, who picked up that foul, just his first. Going to go to the bench, catch a little bit of breather. So Songo's still out there. No more Twin Towers at the moment in the Cougs. Carl Holmes has returned, and he has the ball. Nice move.
Oh!
Little rest did the man well.
Yes, it did.
Tied up again at 23. Larry James continues to rest on the bench for Davidson, but if this continues, he may get back into. That's a steal now for Kasongo. Just stuffing the stat sheet, Abraham Kasongo.
This is Kasongo's world. We're just living in it right now.
Venlay dribbling the ball. Shot clock down to 10 now. Gives it up to Kasongo. Up and in! Ladies and gentlemen, Abraham Kasongo came into tonight averaging 2.4 points and 2.7 boards. Already well above that. Long three here, and that rattles through. Taekwon Hartfield Landrum, freshman.
They needed that one in a major way.
Davidson's gotten that time or two tonight. Houston's been on a little bit of a run, or showing some dominance. Right, Foreman picks up a foul there, a little break in the action. Where you see Abdul Rauf getting ready to re-enter for Benlay, going to go to the bench. Kasongo remaining on the court, and he's earned that playing time. Oh, and a turnover there. Just a little bit sloppy. Quan Rawls Holcomb stepped on the line. Oh, but look at, wow! Ripping it right back.
Oh, Mr. Layup!
Wow. Oh,
what
my.
Is going on?
He blew Rawls Holcomb's highlight play there as well. And then,
oh, my God.
Can I just point out the last 15 seconds that Jaquan Rawls Holcomb has had? Turnover. He immediately steals it back. A teammate blows an easy layup, and then Nick Hugo shoots it right over him for a bucket at the other end. Roller coaster of emotions for that young man.
That sounds like the coolest season now. Right there at the rim, and put in the basket.
That's Param Kirkpatrick. He's kind of the sixth man, typically. Seeing a lot of Kasongo tonight, but Kelvin Sampson Houston usually plays a pretty short roster. Kirkpatrick, six man off the bench, drains the three right there. Tied up once again, Wright Foreman has it for Richmond. He's going to pull up, and he has it blocked by Kasongo. Oh, and an assist for Kasongo.
Hey, it's Kasongo. It's the Houston Kasongo.
Is it Kasongo bobblehead night or something?
It must be Kasongo bobblehead night. That's a crazy looking bobblehead though, but yeah, I guess so.
Davidson looking a little bit rattled, just a 2-point deficit. That was a bad shot there. These Houston bigs. Carl Holmes is one of them, causing Davidson fits right now. 4-point lead for the Cougs. Momentum has swung entirely their way. A timeout. McKillop wants to talk it over with his side. It was once a 7-point Davidson lead. Houston now on top by 4. 5:53 to go. When we return, SimWorld U on CBS.
It's time to see the game, be the game.
Be careful, my right arm's broken!
All right, we are back. 4-point Houston lead. Abraham Kasongo off the bench and leading the way. 10 minutes, and that's above his season average. He's got 6 points, 8 boards, an assist, a couple of steals, and a block, and he's still out there. I think he just got another one.
Well, hell, that's why the Cougars been losing. They haven't been playing secret weapon Kasongo all season.
9.4 minutes per game for the freshman. On average. We couldn't quite get out there to cover the 3, so we still got to work on his perimeter defense. We just found a weakness. Abraham Kasongo.
James said, y'all simmer down now. Simmer down now. Simmer down.
Benari back in the game, announces himself in the best way possible. And it's 12 points now for Benari. Leads all scorers. Shot there won't go. Davidson chance to retake the lead. Benari has it. Oh, nice dish from Benari. Deontay Odom gave it up, however. And another Kasongo block. And another Kasongo board.
You can't play with Kasongo. I know his name sounds like an instrument. He is not to be played with.
The double team on Holmes. He passes out of it. Ooh, Denver almost lost that, but able to corral it. It's back to Holmes. Smaller defender on him, and Hartfield Littleton, but once again, passes out when the double team collapses, and the shot clock winding down now. Just going to have to pull up with a 3. Abduraouf can't get it to go. Ooh, Benari step backs for the 3. Oh, he thought he had that too. Mary James really thought that shot was going in, did not. And Carl Holmes, great position, and just too strong for Trey Stucky Kong in the game now for Davidson.
Stucky Kong's a wild name.
6'3" sophomore guard. Asking a lot for him to stop Carl Holmes. 3 on the way, and that won't go from Hartfield Landrum, but an offensive board, Deontay Odom. Quiet night for Deontay Odom as well. Another jumper going up from Hartfield Landrum, and this time he gets it. Four-guard lineup out on the court right now for Davidson. 7-footer Kasongo, of course the banger Carl Holmes to contend with too. That's an interesting strategy from Coach McKillop. Benley tries to take advantage of the smaller guards of Davidson, gets his own rebound and puts it back up and in.
And that's just again rebounding. They're getting killed on the board because they're outside, obviously.
Davidson comes up over the timeline. Wright Foreman, Jameel Wright Foreman, junior guard, has it. It's 4-guard lineup. 4 guards and Deontay Odom out on the court right now for Davidson. Field Landrum made that last bucket. Gives it up, however. Good defense here from Houston, just nothing here. Wright Foreman shot hard off the back of the iron. And ripped away right there. I'm not sure if Holmes was trying to pass or just had that ball ripped right out of his hands. Either way, it's a turnover, and on the other end, Wright Foreman makes him pay. 7 points a game, Wright Foreman, and he draws Davidson to within 1. 36-35. 2:09 to go here in the first quarter. I want to thank you for being with us. CBS coverage of SimWorld U tonight. Hopefully you were around for the early game as well. An upset in state, upsetting Michigan State in the Big Ten. Also, you can do yourself some favors. Remember to invite people, be a part of this show. All about the EMs. We're giving them away. Our own virtual currency. We're going to give some away coming up here shortly during this broadcast tonight. And remember, the way it works is the more people are tuned in, the more EMs we give away. So,
speaking of, let me get some shout-outs, Eve. Shout out to
do it.
Shout out to Rip, Kerry. Shout out to Bill Mark. Shout out to Ty Willis. Shout out to, what's I have here? Iris. Shout out to Maury. What up, Jamar? Shout out to James for you. Talk to you guys and make sure you guys stay locked in, stay tuned in. The only place where you can see the game, be the game, and win some EMs, baby.
Familiar names there for me. Some guys in the prep level. Mike Killens and friends, I expect to see you here on the college stage very soon. But right now, Davidson found himself in a little bit of a hole, but at the ball, Benari trying to take the lead, but can't quite. Oh, tough inside rebound. Davidson guards able to get active there on the boards, but not able to convert the second chance.
Yeah, that's
Benley out there for Houston. Eric Long back on the court. Songo, their first half MVP. Catching a little breather. Long's just got to do something here. Not a space he feels comfortable, but he gets his own board. So many offensive rebounds for Houston tonight.
So many. So many.
Clock winding back down. This is Wallace Holcomb with it. And he goes up with the left hand. Can't get it to go either, but he also gets his own board. Back up and in.
Well, that'll drive a coach crazy. That will make you pull your hair out and get him so many offensive rebounds.
Just a 3-point margin. Benari looking to cut it to 2. Can't get it done there, but credit to Davidson. A size disadvantage that once again makes them pay right there. 4 minutes to go now. Been in the lead. Good portion of this first half. Still have kept it close, but size advantage of Houston starting to pay dividends, and Benari James has gone cold, and that has not been a good combination if you're a Davidson fan. Oh, nice steal there, however. Quick hands.
Davidson want to hold for one, or for the last shot.
I think you got to hold for one here. Steal by Trey Stuckey Kong. Giving Davidson a chance here. I don't think that ball is going to leave Benari's hands. Step back 3. Couldn't get it to go. Cold spell continues to take things to the break for Benari. Houston, 12-point swing here in this first half. They trailed by 7 early going, up by 5 now. As players head to the locker room, get some instruction for Davidson. They got to figure out some kind of way to jiu-jitsu Houston, make their size work against them right now. Particularly Kasongo. I mean, credit to Derek Long too, but Kasongo has been a 7-foot insurmountable mountain for the Cougars in the paint.
Yeah, both the bigs have really given this Davidson team a hard time on the boards. If you're Davidson, what you have to do is you can't get bigger by halftime. I don't care how many Brussels sprouts you eat, how much vitamins you take, how much spinach you eat. You're not getting bigger coming out the second half. So you have to do it on the offensive side from the perimeter. Get your jump shots, make your threes, and keep them off the glass as much as possible. But you know what keep them off the glass? If you're making shots. Shooting 38% ain't gonna cut it.
We'll take a quick break, come back. Second half action when we return.
My experience with SimWorld Sports has been absolutely amazing. It's one of the most realistic, hands-free esports universes that I have ever seen. I love the fact that you can see a coach, you can see a player go right from the preps all the way to the pros here at SimWorld Sports. And I must say that it might be one of the most immersive things that I have ever been a part of. 24/7 media coverage. You get a chance to see live games. You get a chance to see live runs. It is clearly just an amazing thing to be a part of. And so if you are a sports fan, if you are a former athlete, if you are a role play gamer, if you like to get into communities that you love, then SimWorld Sports is for you. See the game, be the game.
All right, we're back. Second half underway. 5 points is the margin and the most important of all statistical categories, points scored. Rick, I have got 2 crazy halftime stats to share with you and the audience. Nari James started this game 4 for 4. He's gone 1 for 9 cents. He's 5 for 13. Big reason why that Davidson lead crumbled. And while it feels like Houston has been grabbing every offensive rebound, and Houston is out-rebounding Davidson at the half, 22-15. Davidson actually has 5 offensive boards of their own. Houston has 6.
Interesting.
You really wouldn't think that just watching this game, but...
No, you wouldn't. Wow.
Nice drive from Benari, and there he gets the second half going on a positive note. 14 points now, leading all scorers.
He can get hot quick.
1 for 9 spell. Doesn't phase him. Doesn't phase his coaches either.
Oh, yeah. He's going to shoot, baby.
Eric Long gets to start again here at the second half, and a nice drive and bucket. You don't expect that. That's not something that Long really has in his bag. The common perception is, but stepped into that pretty confidently.
Yeah, and when you point just out in the other defender, it helps.
Steal there from Benlay, gets it ahead to Carl Holmes. A little left-handed hook, up and in.
He's so crafty. He drew the contact to slow him down, and just in case the ref wanted to call a foul, he had enough skill to let me.
A little bit of a one-man band from Benari James. You hear some disgruntled sounds from the crowd there. A vocal "come on." Although I think if I was wearing a Houston uniform, I might invite that fan to step out here and see if he can control Benari James any better.
You come do it.
Open 3 in the corner for Benlay, and he puts it in. Houston's lead has ballooned to 8 here. And they're continuing their stellar play the way they ended the first half so far here in the second. Look, Hugo, quiet night for Hugo. That's tough defense there from Holmes on him, and nothing doing.
Michael Davidson, you got to be careful. You can't let the game get away from you right there.
Another 3. Houston, not really a major three-point shooting team. It's not necessarily their strength. It's more Davidson's strength, actually. Davidson is 4 of 7 from deep tonight, and there, drive and a foul. And it's going to go on Carl Holmes. That's just his first, however. Sends Deontay Odom to the line.
That's a good job by Odom. Go to the line. Get some contact. Get some free throws. Stop the bleeding. Get some points and stop the clock.
Deontay Odom, by any measure, is not a good free throw shooter. Under 20%.
So you saying he's going to miss both of these? Is that what you're saying?
I don't know if he's going to get both. I'll put it that way.
So he's going to miss both of them? Or he missed the first one? Hey, what's the chance of him missing the second one? You think it's pretty high?
Yes, more than. I think it's almost precisely 82.8%. The reverse of his percentage. The rest that you would need to get to.
He got an 82% chance of missing this.
He's got an 80% chance of missing.
Terrible.
Yes. Anytime he's up there, and he clanks that one too.
Right on you. Right on.
That's a bad break for Davidson that really needed some points, and instead an open 3 once again for Houston, and they nail it.
It hurt.
Param Kirkpatrick, he got one of those in the first half. Another one here. Oh, they've opened up a double-digit lead on Davidson. Desperately needing a bucket right here. And there. Deontay Doucette calms things a little bit for the road squad. Oh,
Did Memphis just lose?
Are we just getting that in over the wire right now? Memphis goes down. Is that correct? Is that confirmed?
Yep.
That's confirmed. All right.
Wow.
E. Woodley.
A whole lot of shaking going on.
Oh. Really right over. Wow, that is Abdul Raouf, who struggled for the most part in the first half. Difficult shot, difficult angle, difficult finish. Doesn't matter.
Well, who's from Africa? He should put a lot of English on this shot.
Doucette gets good position, but his shot won't fall, and Long once again cleans up the rebound. Freddie Stonewall up there with Long. They swing it over to Abdul Rauf again. Gets it back in the hands of Kilpatrick. Shot clock down to 5 now, and Long sets a screen. Little jumper from Stonewall, and that's pretty.
Davidson's in trouble, E. Davidson's in trouble right now.
No timeouts being called. Oh,
good pass.
Great pass, but Hugo can't finish it. Good recovery, actually. Kirkpatrick and Long came back and did enough. Put Hugo off. Carl Holmes on this end gets it blocked by Odom, but back in the hands of Long and back in the hands of Carl Holmes, and this time he finishes. And there's that timeout. Dejected-looking Davidson squad walks over to the sideline. I don't think we're looking forward to the tongue lashing they're about to get from Matt McKillop. Breaking the action here. Houston leads 15, biggest of the game. Quick break for us. Don't you go anywhere.
SimWorld, 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 SimWorld.
It's a place where average Joe can work on his craft and grow. Say you the new magic, yo. Well, why you ain't passing though? Better get you a basket, bro. Cause this ain't no Madden, no. This is real ball life from prep to pro. Gamar Park, this ain't no fashion show. It's the opportunity for you to be the one to shoot the 3 in the clutch. Game on the line. They like, who is he? Must be the 2-3 or 2-4. The 1 twice. Coach saying do more. Scouts like that boy nice. Drive up the price. Push up the stock. Build up your name. Stir up the pot. Piss off the eye. As a player or a coach, here it is, dog. SimWorld, this is your shot.
Yo, yells.
SimWorld.
You know your boy gotta get some of this, right?
SimWorld.
Rick Blaze. Ladies love. Let's go.
I be on some ballers. Trying to get my hands on a scholarship. Pretty young thing already knew my name. Said she wanna try out on the scholarship. Hold up, let me PG it. Porn go past, but you know I'm gon' do it. Podcast fast, big Bob on the snacks, and you know I'm in my bag when March can't beat it. Baby, I be drippin' with my foes tipping. Shot out to the ballers, no bull like I'm Pippin. Rick Blaze hit him with the freestyle. SimWorld Hoops, man, them boys wild.
SimWorld, 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 SimWorld.
And then when their lead expanded, they turned into a highlight machine, except for the problem was there was no film in the camera.
Wildcats in trouble. Davidson trailing by 15. Houston took them a little while, but their size advantage started to show there late in the first half, and that has continued the first 4.5 minutes here into the second. We hope you are enjoying SimWorld U, part of the SimWorld Sports community. Of course, the only place where you can see the game and be the game. Unique, nothing else out there is remotely like it.
Nothing.
Come join our world if you're not already, and if you're part of this world, well, you got to tell your friends, get them involved too.
Hold on, let me take a floor real quick. There's nothing else like it. Matter of fact, go try and find it. People have tried. They've looked long and hard. And they've come back here because there's nothing else like it. I promise you. Don't play yourself.
Struggles continue for Davidson. Freddie Stonewall, not a huge night for Stonewall, but he and his Houston teammates have been more than enough. 15 minutes of basketball. 25 minutes of basketball, 15 left to play. Stonewall, mid-range. He's looked pretty pure those last 2 times down the court.
Yeah, you got to score automatic, really. That basket looking as big as an ocean.
Davidson looking for answers, and for the moment able to get one out of Keontae Doucette. Nice night from Doucette.
Yep.
14 points now. Keontae Doucette. Benari James still leading all scorers with 16 for Davidson.
Davidson got to get a stop defensively. That's what they got to tighten up on. You got a good move.
Had all the moves there. Eventually decided to back it back out. Houston is starting to run a lot of clock. Now, they've got a big lead. There's a lot of time left. Oh, tough drive, tough shot, but it's converted. That is Philip Shirley Ulrich.
Wow.
He's less than 2 minutes per game, the 6'4" sophomore out of Pampa, Texas.
No disrespect, E, but the guy named Shirley scored on me. I'm a fighter. That has to be a fight. A guy named Shirley can't score me. I'm sorry. Just certain things just against my rules and religion and beliefs. And that's one of them. You can't be named Shirley and a guy in score.
Nari James to the bench, getting a little bit of a breather, but Davidson's got to find some punch from somewhere. Although you're right, Rick Blaze. The offense can use improvement. The defense has been non-existent, really, in the second half for Davidson.
Yep.
Hey, Foreman gets an easy bucket there, cuts the lead back down to 15.
Well, they're surely scoring you again. Let's pull out the game. Really came in for 1 minute and scored in 1 minute and got out the game.
Isaiah Conde Jr., seldom used freshman, number 5, also in the game now for Houston. And Abraham Kasongo also back out on the court now. And a corner three from Freddie Stonewall.
He's flamethrowing.
Stonewall's in double digits now. He's got 11 points. Oh, great drive. Nice finish. Keontae Doucette.
Let's do Doucette again, huh?
Yep. Keontae Doucette has had very nice moments tonight with 16 points. Tied with Benari James. Houston again has become very deliberate on offense. A little air out of the ball, run some time off the clock. Oh, another open three. They're just getting this look whenever they want it. That time couldn't splash it, but couldn't ask for a better look there for Kirkpatrick. Oh! Taekwon Hartfield Landrum rises.
That's a lot.
It's at least a highlight.
That's a highlight. That is a lot.
Well, throw down a dunk like that, you're forced to say the full name. You can't go THL. Not when that happens.
Regular hook.
Keontae Doucette picks up the foul on this end.
Yeah, Davidson, this is going to be a bad loss for Davidson. They had a chance to really try to, again, you're playing for an opportunity to make it to Hoops Area. They're one of those teams that's on the bubble, getting in, right? And so this is not going to go in their favor. But there's still time left. They're not going to win. But the name of the game now is to learn from it and then see what you can do to be better next game and for the remainder of the season. If there's 8 games left, I believe Davidson has to go. They must go 5-3 the rest of the way in order to get a chance to get in Hoops Area.
I'd say that's probably true. This is a particularly unfortunate loss for Davidson because while it's a road game in Houston, as we've seen tonight, the cylinders are firing. They're a very tough team to beat. Their record just is not good this year, so this is not going to look like a quality loss in any kind of way when valuations are being made. Assuming that Houston does hold on to this lead. It was higher. It was up to 17. Trimmed down to 13 now as Davidson needs to stop. And probably not the way to do it is to allow Freddie Stonewall unimpeded to the hoop.
Yes, Stonewall's been acting a fool in the second half.
Davidson defense, which was challenged, but gritty and sticking with it. With those Quinn Towers and the rugged forwards of Houston, after halftime, is just kind of come unglued on that end of the court. Jumper, and that time gets it to go. That's Grayson Durst.
No relation to Fred.
No relation to Fred. Or Robert Durst, which is another thing entirely. Very different people. 3 very different people. Once again!
Stonewall is acting a donkey out here to me.
Freddie Stonewall has taken over the second half.
He's stoning them tonight.
Pretty darn impressive. The junior out of Georgia has been able to do in the second half. No answers. Davidson. You got to give a lot of credit to Kelvin Sampson. Rocky start, but he tinkered. He found something that worked and sticking with it effectively. There's another rebound. It's an 11th board for Abraham Kasongo. He's just going to try to drive and finish on. Oh, no, see, that's not Kasongo. Pardon me, that's for Ben Lay. Well, Davidson going to call another timeout. Just 3 remaining for them, but... Well, to remind you, there is more SimWorld U action coming up this week. Thursday kicks off 8:30 Eastern. That's 5:30 on the West Coast. Big SEC battle, 2 powerhouse teams. Alabama and Jamison Johnson and friends. I know that's a favorite of yours there, Eric Blaze, number 17 in that Kentucky. That Kentucky Blue.
I'm gonna be on this call. I am still through. I got my 2 favorite sons, Jamison Johnson and DJ Child, all on the court at the same time. Oh, my heart is torn. I'm gonna wear a jersey. I'm gonna wear half blue and half maroon for Kentucky and Alabama. I can't choose between the 2. I love them both.
Blaze household, a house divided on Thursday
night.
Yes, it is. You got to pick your side, and you got to tune in. That should actually really be a great game, folks. And if you haven't got to watch Jamison Johnson play live, or DJ Childs for that matter, well, it'll be entertaining watching those 2 go at it. And this one, Carl Holmes, Bernari James, both been playing well, but it's Carl Holmes' Houston squad. Freddie Stonewall getting the player of the game nod here. Abraham Kasongo also getting some votes, but can't argue with that selection of Stonewall, particularly in the second half. He has just been dynamic. Driving, hitting mid-range, tested jumpers, doing it all.
And he giving them that work in Air Jordan 1. This is really crazy work. He giving y'all crazy work in Air Jordan 1.
18 points so far for Freddie Stonewall. Brissett and James both have 16 for Davidson, but they also have a 17-point deficit. Ball in hand, Bernari gets it underneath. Nick Hugo, 5 points, 2 rebounds tonight. Really quiet night from him.
Yeah, we said it was going to be tough with Hugo and all the bigs for Davidson because of the size of the Cougars, and that's what it's been tonight for Davidson big.
Another jumper from Stonewall and a rare miss. 9 minutes to go, 15-point margin. No quitting this Davidson side, to be fair. And oh boy, that was ill-advised. Nick Hugo doesn't experience that very often. He is springy, he is athletic, and he thought he could get up over Derek Long. Derek had other ideas. Oh my! Great pass, better finish from Bernari James. What a bright future that young man has.
Man, they look like one of them old Nelly videos. That was a good drill right there.
Stonewall, long range. He's missed a couple in a row now, but the tip.
Speaking of good tip, very long tip. Carl Holmes, who scored the 50. Is he getting an assist on that, E?
He maybe should. An assist and a rebound?
Maybe a hockey assist or something.
The second assist? Jamil Foreman finds a lane. Bucket won't go, but he does draw the foul. A second on Carl Holmes. $16 points, 5 boards for Carl Holmes in this one. He's been solid.
Yeah, I need to see the birth certificates of some of these players. This right Foreman guy looks 30. He every bit of 29. He every bit.
Mule Wright Foreman has another year of hoops in him at this level, Rick. Just a junior. He's Canadian. He's Canadian. He's from Ontario.
Oh, yes, that explains it all.
It's cold up there, and it ages you, is what I hear.
That explains it all. Go ahead to proper paperwork.
That's what they tell me. Needs to cut it back down to 13 here.
At least in this play. At least. I know he got his son by 8 years old. He looks like he has an 8-year-old son.
Bentley has it. Interesting that we haven't seen very much of Kasongo for Houston. Certainly haven't needed him necessarily, but Derek Long getting much more usual minutes there for him. Underneath, that's Abdul Rauf. The guard sneaks inside for the layup attempt. Can't get it down, but go forced to foul. And that will send Ola Abdul Rauf, native of Tripoli, 6'6" freshman guard. Struggled a little with his shot this year, but a really solid freshman year across the board, actually, except in the win-loss column. Almost 10 points a game, 3.3 assists, 2.7 rebounds.
And he also knows a very good tattoo artist, apparently.
Missed that free throw. You do have to close these games. It's one, however. And quickly up the other way comes Davidson. Don't have to panic, but do need to get a good shot and not waste time getting it. Doucette trying to work inside, but nice defense. Jackson just all over him.
Great defense.
Or Stonewall, I mean.
Great defense.
Tough turnaround.
And then you can do but shake his hand to that move.
Doucette, talked about it earlier. He's been struggling with his shot all season long, too. Not tonight. I mean, if Davidson can't stage a rally here, it's going to go in a wasted cause, but Deontay Doucette, one of his better games of the season right here. Right, Foreman, sticky defense, shot clock down under 5. For Bentley trying to get something, just pulls up, can't get it to go.
Now look now, but Davidson can get this thing within 10 or 9.
Well, it's going to be interesting if they can get it down to single digits. They can do it with a 3 here. Put it in the right man's hands. Denari James is it up, right, Foreman. Back in the hands of Doucette. He's actually had the hot hand recently, and he tries to go inside. Oh, another slot.
I told you, don't come up.
Violation.
If you see number 44, you need to go the opposite direction. Logic in the mirror is closer than they appear.
3 blocks for Derek Long, 3 blocks for Kasongo. 7 for Houston as a team. For Bentley got one earlier, too. Cougars still have a 12-point lead, but a little bit of unease here. A little bit of nervousness I can detect in the crowd to close this one out. You know what else you got to do? You got to tune in this weekend. It's the McDonald's All-American game, SimWorld Prep. It's going to start 1 o'clock Eastern Time. It's 10 a.m. on the West Coast and various times in between. That should definitely be entertaining. Rick Blaze, you and I in the past have had some good times at the McDonald's, calling some dunk contests, some 3-point. I don't know, anything particular from this weekend's event that you're really looking forward to?
Well, you know, of course I want to make McFlurry and an apple pie. That goes without saying. I can't get started until I have those 2 items. But of course, the dunk contest is always my favorite. You know, I think on the high school level, it's some of the best dunk competitions because you got guys who are really hungry, really creative, and really want to make a name for themselves going into their college season. So it's gonna be a fun weekend no matter what. Make sure you guys are tuned in from start to finish.
Athletic, fantastic dunkers, really blind, terrible judges. It's a lot of fun. Tune in for it. And the rest of the McDonald's activity. And again, that's Saturday, 1 o'clock Eastern Time. We still got a game here, folks. Houston, a much more comfortable lead just a little while ago. continuing to take the air out of the ball, run these shot clocks down. Stonewall's been able to bail them out more than a few possessions and does again.
Hey, we had the Obama bailout, now we got the Stonewall bailout.
Benari, tried to force that pass down inside and just not ready for it that time. On the other end, for Bentley, can't finish either. Odom gets the board, quickly brings it up the other way. With a 14-point lead, this is going to have to pull something special out of the hat here. Benari feeds right Foreman, but they're just taking way too much time off the clock at this point. Credit to Houston's defense, not giving them any kind of clean looks here. And with the shot clock winding down, back up and in, Hugo. One of the rare times he's been able to get to the offensive glass unmolested. Pressure now from Davidson.
Yeah, but if you get beat on this press, it's a layup. You got to be careful with Davidson. Stay disciplined.
Oh, wow. A break for Davidson. And a little screen sends it the other way. Bentley going to come out of the game. Patrick back on the court for the Cougars. Right, Foreman has it. Once again, a chance to cut this to 10 or even single digits with a 3. Benari James out there on the court. I don't think he's coming back out unless Davidson waves the white flag. Oh, but what a mistake there. Doucette's had such a nice night, but that's one he's going to want back. Stepped on the end line. Right, Foreman almost came up with the steal there on that inbound. Houston looking to bring it under the 4-minute mark on this possession.
There you go. Let Holmes quick.
Tough shot from Carl Holmes. Rattles around and won't go down.
He has really good body. He can make that shot. He has really good body control. Hey, swing it back in front of the air. That's levitation, Holmes.
Nick Hugo. He's got a couple buckets here late, and the lead is down to 10.
And Houston has been known to give us some leads this season, which is one of the reasons why they're below 5 in their less than the win column than the loss column. They got to hold on. They got to dig in deep to get a dub tonight.
Deontay Odom frustrated with that call. It is a third on him, but more importantly, going to send Carl Holmes to the line on a defensive possession where Davidson had done well otherwise. .71% coming into this game, Carl Holmes. And already made one trip to the line earlier tonight. He's 2 of 2.
Oh.
You don't get to 10-16 because you got ice in your veins and you just close games out, I guess. So maybe we shouldn't be too surprised here.
Wow. They lose. They jump against tonight. Samson might retire tonight.
Well,
he might just take off his whistle tonight and just lay it in the middle of the court and get on out of it.
Holmes gets one. The lead's 11. Davidson can cut it down to 9 on this possession, and Benari's wide open. Oh, I thought he was going to go right up with that, and somebody's going to attack and finish. 9 points, single digits, closest it's been. It's about 15 minutes ago in game time.
Houston, where you going to go for offense? I say go down to home, or let them work one-on-one, or Stonewall, who's had the hot hand in the second half.
Also got to consider if you want to come out of this super slow pace that they've been in for a little while too, which recent attempts has not been leading to very good shots, but Abdul Rauf, the Vases defender, gets there. Thought he got fouled. No call, however, but Houston able to extend, and 2.5 minutes to go now. Davidson needs to think about scoring quickly and maybe getting out to the three-point line.
Yeah, they can't afford to run shot clock down. They gotta get quicker shot.
Oh, and that's a terrible pass.
Definitely can't get turnover.
Tatum did flash open for just a second, but look at this. The other end, Abdul Rauf.
Oh my God.
You
gotta know your shoe size, son. You gotta know your shoe size. You just gotta.
Wright Foreman has it, running the point right now. Davidson trying to come up with something to free up Benari James. Instead, Wright Foreman. It's on either side, whips it over, and Doucette tries a three. Can't get that one to go. Not a bad shot there. That was not a bad shot.
Yeah.
It may have been the one that Davidson really needed to have a chance in this. Not fouling yet. Oh, well. Tell Odom picked up his fourth there.
No, I think it's always fantastically funny how the players think they never foul anybody. They're always animated as if there was no way I touched him. Really? He just fell on his own, huh?
Back to the line goes Carl Holmes, 3 of 4 in the evening. Gets that one to go. Carl Holmes, 18 points now. Go with 7 boards. Freddie Stonewall still leading the Cougars with 20. Benari James is your leading scorer, 22 in the game.
He might have did it right there. I think that might have done it.
That missed 3 from Doucette and those 2 free throws might make it a bridge too far. See what they can do this possession, and that, I think, seals the deal. Houston pushes it up court, but they're just going to back it out, run some clock off. Not going to matter, but that's Abdul Rauf. He's made some questionable decisions at times, not had his best game. Houston's going to survive it tonight, but definitely some things Kevin Sampson could talk about to clean up as there Derek Long gets a steal. Abraham Kasongo stole a ton of his thunder, but Derek Long, 7 points, 5 boards, 3 steals, 4 blocks.
Yeah.
Let's drive inside there from Holmes. He's got 20 now. Houston's going to end up winning this one comfortably. Davidson fought well, but in the second half, too much of what we just saw right there. Another block. That is now 6 blocks on the night for Derek Long to go along with Abraham Kasongo's 3. And lots of subs coming in the game. Derek Long coming off. Nice night for him. Freddie Stonewall is our MVP of the contest. Carl Holmes, nice job for him as well. Those were the players for Houston. For Davidson, the guards, Keontae Doucette and Benari James combined for 40 points, but also combining for the loss on the night. And this one all over, 82-67. That is going to be your final score. Assuming Kirkpatrick gets the memo, and there, backs off. Thank you for sticking with us tonight, folks. And hope you tuned in for that Big Ten match to kick things off. And here in the American, Houston, been a tough season for them, but they got one of their better wins of the year. Stonewall, Holmes, Abdul Rauf, Kasongo, Long, and friends getting the job done. My own good selfie live, and from my broadcasting partner, Rick Blaze, thank you so much for being with us on the only place that you can see the game, be the game.
We're going to Papa Do's, E. Get ready.
Ooh, I like it.
Yes, sir.